Hey scrappy friends, this is Mags from MagsGraphics, and I wanted to show you one of my new products that released in the stores. These are the Everyday Enhanced Stitches, and they include 21 12-inch long stitches that are grouped together with their respective shadows and the holes. So I'm going to hide this layer. When you first open them up, you'll see that they all start with the word group, which tells you right away that it is a grouped element. So I'm going to add this to the page and zoom in so you can see. If we right click, we can ungroup them, and that gives you some options to change. You can click on the top layer, which is the stitches, and you can go up to color, hue, and you can change the hue and saturation to match them to anything else on your page. The other thing you'll notice if I hide this layer is that you have the shadow that goes with the stitches, which means you can scoot the shadow over if you want to make it look as if the stitches are popping up off of the page more, or you can bring it in if you want it to look like the stitches are much closer to the page. Finally, underneath all of that, you have the whole layer, and no matter where you put it, whether it's on paper or a color or your photo, it's going to look as if it's been punched in, which just adds another bit of realism to your layouts. Here is another example of a close-up one. We've got a blanket stitch. Same idea, we can ungroup. Then we can click on the top layer, go up to color, hue, change the color to choose how you want to match the page. You can change the brightness if you want it to be darker. You can change the saturation. So there are a lot of options you can do with this set. Here's another one that is some diamond triangle stitches. Just choosing a few for you to see. Here's one where it's sort of a cluster bunchy stitches. Here's one that is sort of tied together as it goes along, and they extend the width of your page. I have under here a layout that I did last year that I thought would look great if we added in these stitches and customize them to the page. So we've just got some pictures of our dog Ranger. I'm going to add one of these stitches to the page. Let's see, this is sort of the flowery one. I don't think I want the flower one. He's not very floral. Here's just some straight along stitching. And I'm going to actually shorten this up so that it looks like it just is stitching the blue paper onto the page. I'm going to go a little bit past so that that last hole is on the back paper. All right, and now I'm going to ungroup it. And because red is not really the right color for this. My color matcher is not always on par. It's not always facing the right place. So we can give it a shot, certainly, but it doesn't always find what it needs to find. Let's see, it's turning purples. Oh, it's getting us close to a brown. I'm going to scoot back over more to orange. That looks good. Maybe brighten it up a little bit. Decrease the saturation so that I've got something akin to brown. And then I can take these and group them together. And we're going to copy, and we're going to paste. And I'm going to slide them down here and move it. Actually, I have this grouped, so let me ungroup this one. And now I can slide the stitches. Actually, I have it grouped again and again. Ungroup. I'm going to get underneath the tag of Ranger. go. So I can scoot that under so it looks like it's stitching underneath. Here's another layout that I did last year. This one of some Christmas decorating. It's thinking, measuring. Those of you who know me know I'm a huge Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan, and I do have a Buffy the Vampire Slayer tree. I'm going to take this one. These are some little cross stitches that are a little bit wonky, deliberately so. And whoops, not you. Click on the stitches. I'm going to bring them over like they're connected right here. And I think I am. Oops, sorry. I'm going to hold my shift key down to keep them, keep the aspect ratio locked. And in this case, I don't think I need to customize anything because it's a good shade of yellow and it works for my page. So these are just one of the products that I have coming out, and there are a lot of options that you can do with these stitches. You can also cut apart if you just want a smaller section of stitches. Maybe I just want a set of 3 or 4 for another, let's see, for another location. I can ungroup them. I can go up to, I have to scoot in way deep for this. Custom cut tool. I'm going to just cut on a straight path so I can cut in around. And I'm going to keep the unshaded area and copy so that it brings those 3 up. And then I'm going to group those 3. And now I can bring them over. Oops, I picked the wrong group. Here we go. Let's move that to the top. And then I could move these over. Maybe I just want a few down here. And I still have all of the layers. You know, I still have the top layer, the shadow layer, and the holes. So lots of fun things you can do with this. And I hope you'll swing by the store and snag them up. They will match any of the kits that are your favorites from forever. Thanks for watching.